All right. All right, so thank you, Miss Williams, for adjusting your schedule again for me.
Yeah, you would.
To come in and do my evaluation. I do want to say that I enjoyed your lesson today.
Thank you.
And when Miss Peoples asked me how it went, I told her, I said, I am so proud of Miss Williams. I like the additional resources that you use, the poster with the animal families. It's good, and how you made that connection with our regular families.
Yeah.
Let me see what else I said. I can tell that you talked about families all week because they were recalling all of that information that you all had talked about before. Just wanted to ask, is there any other support that I can give you? Is there anything that you need from me?
Right now I can't think of anything. I mean, it may come to me later, then I say, oh, I need this here. But if it comes to me later, is it okay for me to let you know? Okay. Yes, but right now I can't think of anything.
You can't think of anything. Okay, so tell me, let's talk about your lesson. Tell me what you think went really, really well with your lesson today.
Well, I think that's kind of okay. I think let me see. That's hard for me to do.
But this is like,
I think that the kids, well, let me see, went well with my lesson was that the way that I explained, discussed with them about the families, and I had them to, well, that's the part that I don't think they went too well. But anyway,
so we can talk about that too.
Okay,
what didn't go so well?
I think that what didn't go well was the fact that I wanted them to, I like for my students to respond to me more, which these little age group, they don't.
Right.
Because a lot of times when you discuss something, they can't retain what you just told them, and I always like to have them to repeat what we talked about, so they'll know what we discussed, what I discussed that day with them, and they don't retain a lot of the information. I know, but their age group and
you'll see that develop as they go on, as the year goes on. You'll see that develop more as they mature and get older. You'll ask them questions, and they'll just go on and on and on.
Yeah, like if I was working with kindergarten.
They would have gave you some answers.
They gave some answers. Because these little kids, sometimes they give a lot of answers that doesn't even make sense. Like they don't know, never heard of that discussion before. So you can tell that they're not accustomed to having anyone to talk to them about, the subject that we discussed.
Right. So that's why those conversations that we have with them are so important. So important. The only thing that I suggested during the observation was that when you ask the child a question, give them a little more time to answer. I made that mistake too in my class, and I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3 seconds, and then I'm moving on to the next child. But with them being 3, they need a little more time to think about, what they're going to say. Because sometimes I have to take a minute and think about my response before I respond. So just give them a little more time.
But you know what? That's part of the reason why I don't. Because
they'll come up with something
weird.
Well, when they do that, that's a teachable moment.
I know one little boy, I don't know, did you hear that? He was sitting in front, right in front there. He was giving me some off the wall stuff that it wasn't what I asked, and I just moved on. I said, well, let me go on to somebody else. But I know I need to do that.
That's a teachable moment. You could have said, now what did you say, and then tell him why it's not related to whatever you're talking about.
And then another thing, sometimes you can't even understand what they're saying.
And especially with I get that. So. And I'm like, what you say? Could you repeat that? And then it makes me feel weird, as a teacher, because I don't understand what he's saying, but I can't help it. I mean, and then you'll notice that the student will get frustrated. Because you're not understanding. It'll grow. It'll get better as we go on. or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
But I think I did good with you asked me about the good part. And I just told the bad part.
Yeah.
With my visual aids that I had with the animal family that I did.
Yeah.
And
So you created that yourself? Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I like doing stuff like that.
That's good. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
I did.
So, would all that be sent to the parents?
No.
Oh, you keep. Oh.
I'm not sending it